Hey everybody, this is Frostbite from Game Whoop, where we improve our games so we can whoop the competition. Today I'm going to show you how to be cost effective as a Zerg player against Protoss players. The reason why this is such an issue is because Zerg units are generally considered a very weak unit, except for really roaches. I mean, roaches are pretty good against Protoss, unless Protoss throws in some Immortals and Colossi in there, and then the Stalkers and Colossi and Immortals just outrange the roaches. It makes it difficult for a Zerg player to really mass up a big enough army that can destroy the Protoss player. And this has been an issue for a very long time, until recently, just due to the idea that Zerg isn't cost efficient. But players are finding more and more creative ways to be cost efficient against Protoss players, and it's kind of throwing Protoss players for a loop right now. So I wanted to go ahead and show you a very innovative way on how to deal with Protoss, the big Protoss bio army. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up StarCraft, and you're going to go to a multiplayer, create a game, and you're going to type in Brainclog unit tester. And there are lots of unit testers you can find online on custom games. I just happen to like this one because I've always used it, and it's down here, unit tester Brainclog test. And what this program allows people to do is just allows them to try and test out different strategies without actually having to sacrifice, 15 or 20 minutes of their life just to see if it's going to work in a real game. So while this is loading, I just want to show you, tell you the idea behind this. Well, the idea behind this is, versus Protoss early on, it was thought that Banelings weren't very good against Protoss players because Banelings didn't do enough damage against armored units, so they weren't thought of as being very cost efficient. Well, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to use baneling drops to be cost efficient against Protoss players and how to control your drops. Now obviously I'm playing against the computer, and the computer isn't going to be as smart as another human, but you'll get the general idea. So I'm going to create units for the left player. I'm going to be Zerg, and I'm going to start off with 48 banelings. Just click that until you have 48. It'll show up in the shows up right here. Okay. I'm also going to, in order to put all those banelings and overlords, I need 12 overlords, because 48 banelings divided by 4 carrying spots in an overlord equals 12 overlords, so we'll get 12. Okay, so we're done with that. Okay, then we go ahead and click on the right player, click back to the race selection, click the Protoss icon, and we're going to throw in just a random number of Protoss units. We're going to start off with 20 zealots. We'll start off with 10 stalkers, and let's throw in 10 sentries in there. Okay. Now I'm not putting any upgrades except for the essential upgrades for the banelings and, well, really just the upgrades for the overlords. So I'm going to go ahead and start this. Now I just want to show you the difference between cost effectiveness of banelings just running into Protoss units and by them being dropped on the units. The reason why I'm going to show you this is just so you know. So I'm going to run the banelings into the Protoss army. Usually they don't have the sentries in the front, but you see that even though I destroyed a huge part of his army, he still had 2 units left. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and click this button right here that says respawn. Okay, now the overlords don't have speed, nor do they have the carrying capacity for drops. So I'm just going to go over to this tower here and click Carapace and Vengeful Sax. Now that gets my Overlord speed, and it makes it so that I can put Banelings in. So I'm just going to go ahead and put all my Banelings in the Overlords. Okay, they're all in the Overlords. And then what you do is you select your Overlords, move the Overlords in the direction of the army, and then on each Overlord you're going to click, push D, click on the Overlord, D, click, 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 D, click. Now that didn't work too well, so let's try it again. Respawn, and see, this is why you have to practice this strategy, because sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And against a really good player, it's hard to manage those Overlords. So let's try it again. D-click, 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 D-click. Okay, so we have 2 units, so we're going to try it one more time, and I'm confident that we'll get it this time. It's important that you don't bunch up your units, bunch up your Overlords, because if you bunch them up, then it makes it harder for you to micro them and to click each Overlord. Okay, so here we go. Click in the direction you want to send them. Get ready with your D key. Look how many Banelings we have left. We have 2 Banelings left. That is pretty good, because I want to show you how effective that drop was. So we're going to go to back to unit creation. We're going to remake that army. We're going to go to Zerg. We had 48 Banelings. We had 12 Overlords, and the Protoss had 20 Zealots, 10 Sentries, and 10 Stalkers. Look at the difference in gas. There was 300 gas difference, so we were efficient at least 300 gas, and minerals we were efficient 1350 minerals. That is a huge difference when you're playing a very unit efficient Protoss player. And so this strategy isn't perfect. It does require a great amount of micro and practice. I even had to do it, 3 times before I actually killed the whole Protoss army, and it still wasn't perfect. But it does go to show that with great skill, you can overcome the weaknesses that are stereotypical of Zerg players. So that does it for today's video. I do thank you for watching it. Please continue to watch my future videos. I promise to bring a lot more. I'm going to do some commentaries, which will be awesome, I think. And I just thank you for watching these videos. So have fun playing StarCraft, and have fun whipping the competition.